Hi everyone, we're going to graph the secant line, find the equation of the secant line containing our x at -1 and 1. We're going to have to find our y. We're also going to graph f of x and show the graph with the secant line. So the first thing we want to do is look at this. The secant line is just the average rate of change or the slope of this curve here. So you have this curve at some x1 and x2. And the secant line is just connecting the two. That's just the average rate of change of that curve. So our x1 is -1, our x2 is 1. So we're going to find our y value. We're going to do this top portion. So we're going to get f of -1 and plug that in. And that's going to give you 1 minus 6 plus 5. So that's going to be 6 minus 6 is 0. And let's try f of 1. F of 1 is going to be kind of big. So you get 1 plus 6 plus 5. So that equals 12. Now we have our 2 points, point 1 and point 2. So find that slope. We just use our slope formula. So basically you're going to get 12 minus 0 divided by 1 minus a -1. So that's 12 divided by 2, which equals 6. So your slope is 6. Then you write your equation of your secant line using slope-intercept form. So it's be y equals, oops, that's a b. 6x plus b. Now we're plugging one of these points. I'll plug in this one. So you get 0 equals -6 plus b. So b is 6. So your equation of your secant line is just b is 6. 6x plus 6. So if that's all you need, then you're good to go. But I'm going to go ahead and graph these. So we get this. Our y-intercept is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's factor this to get our x-intercepts. X plus 5, x plus 1. That means our x equals -5, x equals -1. So -5 and -1. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your midpoint there. And we also had our 2 points. I've got -1, 0 and 1, 12. So we already have -1, 0 and 1 goes to 12. And I only go up to 10 up here, so I'm going to put the 12 right about there as it's going because we're just sketching the graph. All right, so if we have this at 5, and this is our midpoint, so we go over, let's see, 1, we go up to here, so you can kind of get a sketch of the graph here. I kind of want to plug in -3 here. So you plug in -3, you're going to get 9 plus 5 minus 18. I'm trying to find my vertex. So that's going to be -4. So that's going to be, no, -5. 14 minus 18. So that's -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That helps a little. Okay, so let's graph it. Up to here. And now we graph that. And what we want to know is what's the average rate of change from on this curve from -1 to 1. And the equation I got was y equals -6x plus 6. So I'm going to go up to 6 here. And I have this. I'm going to graph those two. Kind of gets very close to the curve. And also recall that I couldn't graph my 1, 12 very well. So there's your secant line and there's your graph. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.